Have you ever stopped to watch a colony of ants at work? At first glance, they look tiny, insignificant, almost forgettable. But if you pause for a moment, you'll see one of the greatest survival and organizational systems in the world. Ants don't just survive, they thrive. They live in colonies of millions. They build underground cities. They wage wars. They gather resources, and they outlast challenges that would crush most creatures. Now here's the question. If such tiny insects can be so wise, what can they teach us about building businesses, leading people, and surviving the storms of life? The Bible itself in Proverbs 6 verse 6 says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise." That means God himself pointed humanity toward these creatures as teachers of wisdom. And today we're going to learn from them. The question is, why ants? Let's zoom in. Welcome to Japmak Israel, where we talk about business, leadership, workplace ethics, and other professional advice. If it sounds like what you like, click the subscribe button and join this space for exciting videos. Turn on the notification button so you don't miss out any of our future uploads. Ants have survived on Earth for over 100 million years. They've outlived dinosaurs, outlasted floods, and adjusted to every climate. They don't have a boss yelling at them, yet every ant knows its role. They don't have Excel spreadsheets, yet they manage resources better than many CEO. They don't publish leadership books, yet they model teamwork, discipline, and vision. When you study ants, you see a reflection of the most successful companies today. The same principles that make ants thrive are the same ones that make great businesses grow. From ants, we'll draw out 3 timeless lessons. 1. Teamwork over ego. No ant survives alone. Every ant plays its part for the good of the colony. 2. Planning for the future. Ants don't live day to day. They store food in summer so they don't starve in winter. 3. Resilience and adaptability. When blocked, ants don't stop. They find another way. And each of these lessons has a direct application to business, leadership, and personal success. Picture this. An ant colony is attacked by rain. The soil caves in, tunnels collapse, and thousands of ants are washed away. Do they panic? Do they scatter? They band together. In floods, ants actually link their bodies to form living rafts, carrying their queen and eggs to safety. Alone, an ant is powerless. Together, they're unstoppable. Now, compare this to business. How many businesses have collapsed not because of external competition, but because of internal ego battles? Leaders wanting to shine alone, teams divided by pride, colleagues competing instead of collaborating. Here's the truth. No leader succeeds without the strength of their team. Think of Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Jobs had the vision, but Wozniak had the engineering genius. Apple wouldn't exist without both of them. Or look at Amazon. Jeff Bezos may be the face, but thousands of innovators, delivery drivers, and software engineers are the real backbone. Ants remind us that your ego can cost you your empire. Practical applications. Lesson 1. Hire for strengths you don't have. Just as ants divide labor, some gather food, some defend, some build. Leaders must recognize they can't do it all. Celebrate the invisible roles. In an ant colony, even the smallest worker matters. In business, the cleaner, the assistant, the IT guy, all are vital to the whole system. Kill the ego culture. Make success about the team, not the spotlight. Ants live in cycles. They know summer won't last forever. So, during abundance, They work tirelessly to store food underground. Why? Because winter is coming. Now, let's bring this into business. Too many entrepreneurs celebrate when profits are flowing and forget that hard times always come. Markets crash. Technology shifts. Customers change. The businesses that survive are not the ones who partied in the summer, but the ones who prepared for the winter. Take a look at this case study. Kodak invented the digital camera, but failed to prepare for the digital revolution because they were basking in film profits. Winter came, and they collapsed. On the other hand, Netflix saw the rise of streaming early and prepared. While Blockbuster mocked them, Netflix planned for the future. And today, Blockbuster is gone. Ants remind us, don't just chase today's sales, prepare for tomorrow's risks. Practical applications. Lesson 2. Save during abundance. Just as ants store food, businesses should reinvest and save profits, not just spend them. Anticipate change. If ants know winter is coming, leaders must know change is coming. Watch trends, watch technology, watch consumer behavior. Build reserves, financial reserves, talent reserves, and innovation reserves. Don't wait for the storm to start building the ark. Watch an ant on the ground. You put your finger in its path. What happens? Does it sit there confused? It simply walks around your finger and keeps moving. That's resilience. That's adaptability. In business, obstacles will come. Investors back out. Products flop. Competitors undercut you. Regulations change. When challenges come, the successful mindset is not why me, but what's my next route? Think about Airbnb. In the early days, investors laughed at them. Hotels dominated the market. Instead of giving up, they adapted their model, listened to users, and built a billion-dollar empire. Or consider Toyota after World War II. Their factories were bombed, resources scarce. Instead of collapsing, they adapted lean manufacturing principles. Today, Toyota is one of the biggest car manufacturers in the world. Ants remind us, obstacles are not dead ends. They are detours to innovation. Practical applications. Lesson 3. Develop a pivot mindset. Don't marry your method, marry your mission. If the route is blocked, change the route, not the destination. Build resilient teams. Train your people to expect problems, not fear them. Stay flexible. Like ants, shift strategies quickly when conditions change. So let's recap. Ants teach us teamwork over ego. Ants teach us planning for the future. Ants teach us resilience and adaptability. 3 lessons from tiny creatures that can transform billion-dollar businesses. If ants, creatures without a boss, without technology, without wealth, can be so wise, how much more can you, with vision, resources, and God's wisdom, build something that lasts? The next time you see an ant crawling across your floor, don't just step on it. Pause, watch, learn. Because in its tiny steps lies a masterclass in success. If you have watched this video up till this moment and you are not yet subscribed to the channel, do so right away and like the video. By doing so, you telling YouTube that this video is great, so that the algorithm can push to a wider audience. Jatmak Israel. Excellence is our brand.